Hey everyone, I am Sandhya KL from Spikra Limited and I am a product consultant. Okay, in this video, we will learn about a complete n8n, like what is n8n, why is n8n, and how it's work. Okay, what is n8n? Is the superhero of workflow automations. Hey everyone, imagine if you would automate a boring tasks, connect all your apps and make your workday super smooth without writing tons of code. It sounds cool, right? Well, that's exactly what n8n, it's short for node machines, does. Think of it like Zapier or Make, but more flexible, powerful, and you can even host it yourself. Today, we will explore what n8n is, why it's amazing, and how you can use it to automate your workflows. Let's dive in. First, we need to know what's n8n, why do we need automations, and what is automations. Okay, let's make clear. n8n is a workflow automation tool. In simple words, it lets you connect apps, APIs, and databases together. You build workflows visually using nodes, and with each node is like a building blocks. Like to make a, for example, to make a form submissions and what kind of company we need to submit a form for these to add to email sheet, add to email sequence, and add to Google Sheets. So you may look this like a building blocks. Yeah, you build workflows visually using a node. Each node is like a building block. You can use a drag and drop a low code or write a little JavaScript magic. So basically, n8n is also called automation plus integrations and flexibility made of n8n. Let's see the A examples. Imagine every time someone fills a Google form, it automatically adds them to a CRM, then sends them an email and updates a Google Sheet. And without lifting a finger? Yeah, it was completely made by the n8n. Why we use n8n? We use n8n to save time, reduce manual work, and connect the apps with smoothly. Okay, here why it's awesome. It makes automations. We can send mails, we can sync a data and also generate reports automatically and also make an integration process. In anything, we can integrate over 350 plus apps like Zogo, Google Sheets, Slacks, Airtable, CRMs. You can make a name of it you wish. Next, the n8n also used for a customizability. We can write a JavaScript functions for extra logic, and also it's a self-hosted options. Give full control over your data, and also it's a scalability by handle complex workflow with branching conditions and error handling. Okay, so whether you are a small business, a team, or a tech geek, n8n makes your life easier. Okay, basically n8n have two nodes. One's are called a trigger node and another one is a action node. Trigger node. Trigger node starts your workflow automatically. Think of them as a green light that says go. It's a manual trigger node. It starts the workflow manually, perfect for testings or debugging. And also make a pass, show examples clicking and executive workflow in editor. It's like pressing the go button on your workflow rocket. Yeah. Next, we move to the scheduled trigger. Why we use scheduled trigger? Scheduled trigger node makes a runs of workflows at a specific time, like you can see here, like a trigger interval. In the trigger interval, we can choose a seconds, either minutes, either hours, either days, weeks, months, and custom cron. Custom cron, which means like a cron jobs. Okay, we can choose a When by when we trigger which day we want to trigger, we also make that and also choose at a time of the trigger 1 a.m. to a.m. like a 11 p.m. So we choose a 11 p.m. trigger at a minute. We also use a trigger at a minute. So after these conditions, we make execute step. Yeah, here's the output. We can see the output as a 3 form as a schema, as a table. Yeah, today is the Wednesday, day of the month, hours, minutes, seconds, and also a time zone, and also the JSON script. Yeah, this is the schedule trigger. We can make a daily reports, reminders, backups. Example: run every Monday at 1:30 p.m. It's your workflow person alarm clock. Yeah. After completion, you must remember to save the workflow. Yeah. Then move to the on form submission node. It fires instantly when someone submits a form. Yeah, for sure, it's like a URL. Yeah, authentication we may choose basic auth or we may use none. So form title as a project, form description you whatever you need you make it. Respond when form submissions and workflow finishes. You may choose either of these. So I choose a form is submitted. Okay. Now we get execute. For this, we need to copy this URL. Yeah. For this, we need to make this execute workflow. Yeah. Here it's project. Hi, welcome to the form and also make a submit form. Okay. This is a simple use case of the form. Yeah, right? Okay. Yeah, we think of it as all a doorbell, someone rings, or floor runs. Yeah, that's much. Then we move to the action notes. So, action notes, there are many action notes out there. Yeah, uh, from the AI, there are AI templates, AI agent, Anthropic, Google Gemini, OpenAI, like these. These are the action notes. So, here we see the edit node. Yeah, this workflow execute workflow. This is the trigger node and edit field is an action node. Yeah, for this manually edit or transform incoming data. You can add, remove, or change the fields. Map data for tools like Airtable, Google Sheets, and CRMs. Yeah, for here I make a simple process. There is a mode. You also make a manual mapping from the before node and also make a JSON script. I here make a JSON script by using these codes. After execute of these codes, I had output of this. We can see the schema. Yeah, here a full name, John Doe, phone. Yeah, all these and also we can visible as a JSON script. Also as a schema. Yeah, that's quite interesting. Yeah. Okay. Next, we move to the code functions. This code functions is also called as a action node. Yeah, right. We can write a custom JavaScripts inside your workflow and also make a mode as run once for all times and also make a run once for each time. Yeah, I have choose run once for all time and also make a JavaScript. Here is the field. You may, if you run this code, yeah, here is the output of schema look, table look, and JSON. Yeah. The code node is perfect for complex logic or transforming API responses. API gives huge JSON, extract just ID and email. The code node is your Swiss Army knife. Yeah. Action flow integrations like a visual demo. Once your workflow is triggered, action nodes do the actual work. Connect with AI services, Google products, Zogo apps, etc. And automate sending emails, updating databases, syncing CRMs, and you made it as your wish. Yeah. You can also configure Google Cloud credentials right inside n8n to access Google API seamlessly. Why n8n is a game changer? Let's recap why n8n rocks. It saves times by automate repetitive tasks, connect apps, make integrate data across systems, custom logics, code anything you want inside the workflows, self-hosted, full control over a data, fun and flexible code nodes, experiment with manual and edit. Yeah, it is small with a manual trigger and code workflows. Play around the and see the magic happen. Yeah, let's we see the how the Google credentials are connected with the n8n. Yeah, here is a Google Drive, Google Meet, and a spreadsheet, Google Calendar, and slides. Let's be explore how the Google credentials and Google consoles are connected with the n8n. Yeah. After opening this, we want to make a credentials of Google Drive by signing with Google. Yeah. If you already get signed in of make a client secret client ID, just you click the sign in with Google, it automatically connect with your Google Drive. Yeah. And also in operations you also have these options, either a copy create from text, delete, download, move, share, update or upload, or also a custom API call. Also here a file, folder, share drive and custom APIs. Yeah. Also here the what are the data or files are present in connected drive or listed here. We can choose whatever we want. Yeah. Then file name, we make a file name as a collaboration. So after execute this, yeah, you can disable it is in a schema method, table form. Yeah, this is okay. Then also the JSON form. If you are get a struggle with creating a credentials, there is an easy way to create credentials to VCD. Here is the docs. Yeah, you can open the docs. Here is the step-by-step configurations listed. Yeah. So now we make a Google Drive in configurations. Then we move to the Google Mail. Yeah, the same way to connect the Google Mail with n8n integrations, and also in the resources either a message, label, draft, thread, etc. Yeah, I yeah, here is the Gmail. Yeah, hello n8n. I can change this mail as this. Okay, I need. If I get a mail from this, I have subject as a n8n. Here also to make a HTML as a text message what you wish. So operation is a send. Yeah, successfully send. Let's you check the mail, it's shown or not. Yeah, here is it. Can see. Yeah. Okay. Now we connect the Google Mail with the n8n. Next, we make a Google Sheet credentials with n8n. Yeah, sign in with Google, and also make a yeah, yes. Yeah, by made a continue. Yeah, we get connected successfully with the Google Sheets and n8n. Yes, and also make a document or sheet within document. Also, the applications we just create or delete. Title we may choose as projects. Yeah. Now we make a execute step. Yeah. All have done. Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's connected successfully. Then we need to integrate a calendar as like as a before process. Yes, the same process we need to done on these. Yeah, we select all and make us a continue. Yes, it's connected successfully. Yeah. Finally, we make from list as anything is in a logo. Okay, holidays in India. This might execute not found because this is not in the list. Okay, calendar event. So we want to make it in that. Yeah, but the credentials was successfully created. Next, we also need to move these credentials as the same possible. Yeah, here we need to connect Google Slides. Yeah, from the Google Cloud. From the consoles. Yes, go to the console. Yeah, choose a Google Slide. Yes, Google Slides. Make enable. Yeah, these are the way of connecting. These are the way of connecting a Google consoles with the n8n. Yes. Thank you, friends. So, friends, n8n is your workflow superhero, smart, flexible, and fun. Start building your workflows today. Automate those boring tasks and free up your time for things that really matter. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe. And I will bring more tips on workflow automations and small tools. Thanks for watching and happy automating.